At the end of these tutorials, I'm going to guide you to be a front-end developer. Let's get started. What is programming? Programming is creating instructions for computers using language, algorithms, and logic to automate tasks, solve problems, and build creative applications. So in programming, we use languages to write code. We have program languages like Python, C#, JavaScript, Java, and so on. So we use those languages to write the code and build a creative web application. Programmer versus a coder. There is difference between a programmer and a coder. Who is a coder? A coder typically focuses on writing code based on instructions provided by others. A coder translates requirements into a working piece of code. So a programmer just fully code. They gather information from the user or a customer and use it to write the code. While a programmer, in addition to writing codes, a programmer usually engages in a high-level tasks such as designing algorithms, planning system architectures, debugging complex issues, and optimizing performance. A programmer knows how to design a system, how to implement the logic, but a coder doesn't. A coder only code. We have types of programmers. We have a front-end developer, a back-end developer, a mobile developer, full-stack developer, game developer, and data scientist. So you can choose to be one of these. But in this course, we are going to focus on the front-end development. Who is a front-end developer? A front-end developer builds user interface, UI or UX, user experience, using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and frameworks and libraries like React, Angular, and Vue. So HTML is hypertext markup language. So the meaning of HTML is hypertext markup language. It's not a programming language, but rather it's a markup language. And then CSS2 is a cascading style sheet. It's not a programming language. We use to style. Then we have the JavaScript is a programming language. Then we have frameworks, libraries like Angular, Vue, and React. They are also a programming language. They ensure website apps are faster, responsive. So a front-end developer builds user interface using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and frameworks like React, Angular, and Vue. Front-end versus back-end versus database. And here we are going to know the main area of these three. So a front-end developer design a catchy user interface like login, navigations, forms, and others, while a back-end developer is behind the authentication, then the payment integrations. Database is where we store the data into. So let me give you this scenario. When you walk to a restaurant, you might say, hey, here is very nice. So the nice place that you walk into is a front-end developer. So then the back-end, when you get to the restaurant, we are going to order for a food. So the food that we are going to order is from the back-end. We don't know the ingredients that they use it to prepare the food. But what you see is the nice place where you are sitting or you order your food. So that place is what? The nice place that we are sitting is a front end. Then the back end is where they are preparing the food that you have ordered. So that is what? The back end. And the database, after ordering your food, then your food is ready. You have to pay. It's where we kept the money, is the database. All these three come together to be a full stack developer. So if you are a full stack developer, you must learn a front end, back end, and database. Role of a front-end developer. Front-end developers translate designs markup from tools like Figma and Sketch into a functional responsive web interface using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So we have tools like Figma and Sketch. You can go there and have a template. Then and you use it to design your user interface. Implementing client-side interactivity. They build dynamic features like form validations, animations, real-time updates using JavaScript, framework, and libraries like React, Angular, and Vue. Performance optimization and cross-browser compatibility. Front-end developer optimize page load times. For example, code splitting, lazy loading, and ensure that the application work constantly across browsers and devices. Type of browsers. Then we have a types of devices. The browsers is where we use to browse or to access our applications or our website. So types of Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Opera Mini, Edge, and so on. So a front-end developer need to see that your application is compatible with all these browsers or all the browsers. Then we have devices like mobile phones, tablet, laptop, and desktop. That's where responsive comes in. It must fit all the devices, development tools, and setup. Setting up a basic development environment. All you need is you have to get a laptop or a desktop. A laptop with, let's say, the version with let's say i3, i5, or i7 fast. It depends on you to choose a right device or a right laptop or a desktop. Then you come to your code editor. We have types of code editor. We have VS Code, Atom, Node++, CodePen, and Sabran. But I prefer the VS Code. But you can choose to decide the editor that you want. Then you have to have your web browser. The web browser too, I prefer Google Chrome. But you can use any of the browsers, but I prefer the Google Chrome. I will recommend a Google Chrome for you. Now let's download and install our VS Code. Before you would download your VS Code, you need to have an internet access. If you don't have an internet access, you cannot download. So make sure you have an internet access. Then you come to your browser. Then you open your browser. If you are not using a Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox, other browsers, you just search for Google search. Then you type free download VS Code. Then you hit enter. Then it will come with the first one. You click on the first one, it will direct you to their official website. They have 3 operating systems here. We have Windows, we have Ubuntu or Linux, then we have Mac. So when you are using a Mac OS, you download Mac. When you are using Ubuntu, you will download Ubuntu. When you are using Windows, you download Windows. I'm using Windows, so I'll click on the Windows, then wait it for as soon as it is, just click on it and wait. Then you run the application, then you accept the agreement, then you click next. Then if you want to create a desktop icon, you click create a desktop icon, then you click next. Then after next, you will see install. I have already installed, so I'll not continue. So if you hit the install, it will install it for you. After it has finished installing, you just come to your desktop. Then you will see 8 icons on the desktop. Then we double click on it, then it has opened. You are good to go. Now it has left you to write. Our next tutorial, we are going to focus more on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript with a practical aspect where the coding began. See you in my next video. If you like this video, please like, subscribe. See you in my next video. Thank you.